finals time here at Major 4. Both teams locked up, ready to go to war. Maeve and Joe here, ready to get it kicking off. Map one of this best of 7. FaZe, Subliners, 6-star hardpoint to go.
Yeah, we saw this in the series on Thursday. FaZe able to win it. See, so far for FaZe, they have not dropped a map at a tournament. But the Subliners, ever since going to losers bracket, they have been red hot. 11 respawns in a row.
And Joe, I mean, you've had some crazy runs in your career, right? You go back to G3, what, 15-1 you were in map count. No one's ever gone undefeated in groups and bracket or undefeated in bracket. It has not happened. FaZe with a chance to maybe get into uncharted territory, but I got a feeling New York is going to shut that down.
Yeah, a bit surprising there, right? Obviously, FaZe, they only have to win 4, but yeah, just with how tough the competition has got. They have a chance to do it here, but map one's going to be difficult, right? Subliners have been playing all day. You just had a losers bracket final. You're 3-0, so for FaZe, you got to lock in here quickly. Kismet, a 4-0 start. Make it 5-0. Can't find a number 6 in FaZe. They rebound. They will settle it in. Now have P2 control.
Yeah, I thought the streak coming in for Kiz, but just a little bit short. Abizi with an opener, a team kill for NYSL. Hydra, though, he's still flying and frying, looking for another and able to chop him down. Cell gonna drop as well. He's able to scurry away. Sender's getting hyped in the back, and you broke it in. If you are Subliners, they're looking to push this lead out again. And how big is it? Just coming off like a kind of a clean 3-0 like that is Draza. Speaking of 3, he lines up 3. For Subliners, just what's it like coming out, guys? Staying hot?
Yeah, I think it's massive, right? I mean, it didn't seem like that long of a break in between the losers final and grand final, right? FaZe was ready to go. The Subliners were ready to go. We locked the cage. But yeah, I mean, you just come off a match. You're playing the next 10 minutes. Yeah, the guns are going to be hot. The adrenaline is flowing. FaZe, I mean, yeah, it's only a 10-point game, but what, you had an 0-5 start for Abizi, an 0-5 start for Jurasa, so you got to get these guns going.
Yeah, it seems like sometimes in these grand finals, it's like weather the blow. Like, you might come out a little bit slow if you've been sitting and waiting, but survive that blow, and then you get hot, and you try to make a rally. Not really in any kind of scary territory. Yeah, you're doubling them up if you are Subliners, but lead still just sitting around 30. Kismet is crying, though. 10-1, just enjoys his second death. Sib able to get a double as well as he's out to 3 straight. Nice snap there, but finally does fall. Great hardpoint time for Subliners so far. We still got 30 seconds here. The multi-kill's flowing for Subliners.
Yeah, no, I mean, Hydra goes on a route right here. You still have this spawns, can't find this second. This is a 25 you would love to have if you are Atlanta FaZe. Even just the 20, but a pressure right off spawn will be Sib. Nice win by Celium, now on the rotation. Abizi going to be the first man through. You're spawning over towards P2 side of the map if you are Subliners. In the middle of the map, Hydra's able to win 1. But again, the big 20 right there will calm things down.
And you're out slaying them by like 10. And that's a lot, I guess, at this stage, right? We're so early into the game. You've been winning the slaying war. You're up 30. Can you turn this to even more points? Cell looking for his second trophy, keeping him up. Everybody spawning out left and getting ready to go. But Hydra, I mean, it's been all Kiz so far, just from a frying standpoint. They all got smashed, though, on Thursday.
And, I mean, listen, these guys, you just hear them. They are going. But, you know, you get a nice 4 dead behind a 3-piece.
Is it them or Center? I don't know who I'm hearing.
No, it's Kiz. Yeah, I've been hearing Kiz. I've been hearing Center. They have been loud inside the arena all week. But every time you get a 4 dead, there is a response from Atlanta FaZe. A teammate coming in from Hydra. Abizi able to find one, snaps on this Sib. Are they going to hunt him down? Draza will.
They'll hunt him down, and yeah, you've still been fighting despite getting outslayed a little bit early on. Subliners still enjoy this advantage, but it'll be basically a tie game when you get the remaining time here. We get into our second set of rotations, and you come out, maybe you throw the first punch if you're Subliners, but through your first set, what are your overall thoughts?
Well, I think this is exactly probably what you would want if you are FaZe, right? You know you're going to be dealing with this. They're coming off a win, right into a match, only down 3 points through first rotation. As you said, they're getting outslayed, at least that we're heavy to start this game, but it feels like they've settled in now. Starting
to settle in. You need to kick it into another gear if you are Subliners. Well, unless you're Kismet, I think you've already found maybe your final gear. But now Hydra, who is 6-6, it felt like a moment ago, up to 14-10 as he starts frying. Looking to have a better series than he did on Thursday. One of the best talents in the world looking to zap. Sib, hop off of him for a second, right over to Draza. Hard point time with 20 seconds remaining. Still here with Subliners, but the presence of the Flood coming on through. Now one-on-one near the point. Kismet able to snap, gets a little help there from Skies.
Yeah, Skies off sponges right through the middle of the map, and now it's all about this rotation. You're in a very good spot here for P2 if you are subliners. Sib watching the bottom side of the map. Kiz alongside Hydra watching poolside. Gonna be 3 dead. Just as this hill is about to pop, subliners having a crazy losers bracket run right here. Make it to the grand final. Let's go to a listing with subliners.
I want to see him drop. Drop. Dead.
One back. One more in the back.
Heard you. He's in the back of me. In the back pillar on me.
Guys, I'll pick up the back.
Shit on.
I'll pick up the back. I'll pick
I
up
have
the back.
outer spot.
Heard you.
I have your blue cross. Blue cross now. Blue stun. Blue stun.
Front of BZ. Front of BZ.
Yo, blue.
Front of BZ. Front of BZ.
Blue.
I'm off the streak here. I'm off the streak
Heard you. I have your cross to the
I
right.
still have blue cross.
You have it?
Yes, I have your cross.
On me front.
Tiki. Yo, they shoot
Square,
front. I give
cell,
them
square.
that.
One shot front square, Josh.
Yeah, they're
He's
cell,
blowing front.
cell,
They're blowing front. They're blowing front.
One shot.
They're both there.
Heard you. All good.
Two at a time.
Wait, what if you take a right left?
Yeah, we can nade over here.
20 seconds.
I'm going left.
Go. On the right side, time draws. Weak. He's yo, front side square.
One shot in time.
Yeah, I'm only, you're in
MC's rushing out.
Front time.
MC's rushing out.
I'm only statue, bro. I'm
Alright,
waiting for you guys.
go.
I'm bullying mid.
Just
wait.
One stage right now,
Go
okay?
for it.
I'm
I'm
only
going
statue.
with you.
100% stage mid with their con.
I don't see him stage. Could be water.
Intercept. Defend con.
Nothing left.
Yo,
Nice, I'm back.
P1 easy.
I'm blocking.
Missing. Draws a ult.
Back
Yo,
up,
Sims in the back.
Back in the back. Nated.
Running out.
After the back.
Heard you.
Yo, let's go to the back. What?
Shit, Paco. They're flipping.
That should be
It's
a VIP. Yeah, it is.
Watch
your long. Watch your long.
There's 2 mid on me. 2 mid on me. I run away. 2 mid on me.
Yeah, they're attacking front. They're
There's 2
attacking
mid on
front.
me. I run away.
They're gonna hit front. There's nothing long.
Mid on me.
Nice.
Yo, they're
Wall me,
outer, bro. Outer.
Middle one
On the
shot.
hop peak. On the hop peak.
MC one shot.
As good as Sip and Abizi have been this weekend, they're getting cooked right now. Both sitting around double positive, comms, vibes, everything flowing for subliners. You're up 50. You've got point control. Looking to push open a big lead now.
Yeah, finally get a cruise. I mean, I think Kismet's had 3 different 5 sprees. He's 21-13. Hydra 20-13. You heard the trash talk earlier in the week from Simp and the FaZe boys. So you know this SMG duo bringing it here, but that was a huge moment in that listening. You have P2 control with 10 seconds left. What did we see from FaZe versus LAG? It was the P3. That was what they were looking for, but it was a great rotation. You spawn all of FaZe out, and just like that, it's an 80-point lead for subliners.
Now your chance to answer back is you get the statue. If you lose 2 players mid-map, so the pressure is going to be here very, very quickly, and now you streak behind it. Here we go. If you're subliners, you get them out of the point, get a foot forward, can't connect with the streak, and now you try to battle back in if you are FaZe. To Kismet's POV we go, seeing what he can find as he tries to work underground. Cell just gives it up. This timing might be horrible, but he just repositions and picks it back up. FaZe, right now they're answering. Oh, lordy, the arm's a little bit too short there for Skies.
Yeah, if this was IRL, it might be the other way around, but in game, yeah, just you don't get it over towards the bar. Now a busy middle of the map, starting to fry 3 in a row, but a great moment there. You missed the cruise if you are subliners. Celium watches that flank through the tunnel, and I mean, they just prioritize that. We always see a BZ and Simp using that sky bridge to go on these flanks around P4, so you get 30 points, considering the fact you use that cruise, big, but you hear the coach, a big 10 to 15, you rotate over towards P1.
You start to take over if you're subliners in that second set of rotations. We get ready now for our third. See if FaZe can improve and bring this one a bit tighter. Early into the point, it's going to be subliners, but the opening picks all going to go the way of FaZe outside of Hydra, and he'll get traded out quickly by Abizi. So they'll get in. They'll get the setup now in mid. A chance to bring this basically to a tie game. Nice start here in the third set for FaZe.
Yeah, this should be the chance. Yeah, P2 spawns as well. Abizi now starting to get going. He has been so good throughout this weekend. He's up to 4 in a row. Sip though with a nice double. Almost find the shots onto Celium. He's gonna back away. Repositions. I'll spawn to his teammates. All the nades and stuns. Draws finally with the trophy, but a first kill for Kiz turns into a double, and now 3 dead, and they're going to try to push on forward and flip these spawns.
That's a hell of a response from subliners, because it feels like FaZe starting to get hot finally. Really starting to rally over the last couple of hard points, but then you get them 4 dead and just mollywop them. Next point up in 5 seconds, but due to that 4-man down with like 10 to 15 remaining, you've got a chance here to make a play and open things up if you are FaZe. They're going to be spawning in the back, and now they start to push on in. Kismet looking for another 5 in the row. This guy's 27-19. Sib's on 5 straight. Maybe number 6, dipping, diving, and dancing right back into the point.
Yeah, I mean, huge plays by Kiz on rotation. Controls the vents, both of them. But here comes the Tiny Terrors. They're able to find 2. Still within reach is this game. Only down 60. Considering, again, just the outslaying from subliners. You think maybe they'd be able to put it away, but not quite yet.
Yeah, what they're saying by, I think, 16, 17 right now. You're down about 60 if you are Atlanta FaZe. Another wave of 3 kills you're able to pick up. Celium nearly there with a snap, but Kismet, he can deal with it. 27 points away from the victory are Subliners. FaZe is trying to get this final chunk of time, and they're going to be able to do that, but early on the rotation will be Subliners, and this break, this moment here might be the map.
No, it could be, but if you're FaZe, you might catch them off guard. You have Hydra all the way across the map. They're just going to go right through the front. At least I thought they were. Now pushing towards middle, and well, Hydra's going to have a pinch from Statue. There's the first, doesn't find the second, but will slow things down. He will have that close spawn, get right back into the action.
Tick by tick, Subliners close to the map 1 victory, and the perfect major is done for Atlanta FaZe. They're at least able to get into contest. Sky's trying to take down multiple. He is shooting right now. Multi there. The guys are frying. They are outslaying heavily. At this point is Hydra able to finish it. Hydra able to take out another there with Sib. And that should do it for map 1. No one there to contest. And Subliners coming out hot.
Fucking love that shit.
You needed that. Based on how the match went Thursday, the fact that FaZe has not dropped the map, the fact you're coming off a series, you played so well. If you're Subliners, you get that 3-0. You want to take that momentum right in. And I thought FaZe did a pretty good job of like dealing with the opening wave of it and got back into it. But then it's like I said early on, like that second gear needs to come from Subliners. And at some point, beginning of like the third set, they hit that second gear.
Well, I think it was right after that P1 going to the P2, right, where it looked like FaZe, they were in control. And then I think it was just like 7 kills in a row. They flipped the spawns, P2 control over to Subliners. Yeah, I mean, you were in some of these positions, but you're just going to see the slaying very much one-sided. Draws them -10. The good thing that I like to see from the Subliners, this is a best of 7, right? This is a long series. They obviously win this map 1. Not too much chirping. They're staying hype, give each other, but you know, obviously, there's going to be a lot of trash talking here. There has been all week.
No, but you outslay him by 25 it was. You have a map. You take advantage here. As you get into the start of this best of 7, we'll take a look at some of the highlights. But, I mean, I think everybody kind of caught fire late. You saw that insane stretch. You're talking about like 7 straight. You had so many streak opportunities that came through. But I think Kismet's the one that set the tempo early. I mean, he was leading by a wide margin.
Yeah, very much so. And then everybody else just kind of took turns. It was Hydra, then it was Sib. Skies then goes on a 5 spree. He ends with 20+. So, yeah, the entire team stepped on up when they needed them to. And this is probably that big moment right around here. Where you were within 45, but P2 control went the way as Subliners put it out of reach.
Yeah, you saw some great finesse from Kiz in this moment, from Sib, just not over-challenging, getting kills, calming, getting back to it. And no, I think you nailed it though, talking about like the Subliners side. It's not time to chirp yet.
Not yet.
1 part done, still a lot of work to do. You know, FaZe a resilient bunch is a reason they get into this position so often. You imagine they'll battle back in this, but I mean, that already tells me, I was wondering, map 1 was huge to me in the sense like if FaZe came out and kind of mopped them map 1, I was like, uh-oh, this might be a quick series. Already I'm thinking we're going the distance now. We're going the distance.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to 2 high rises, right? High rise, search, destroy, high rise, control. Like, those were strengths early for Subliners, right? It was one where FaZe wasn't playing them on this, right? Where they found some victories. So there are some chances early in this series for Subliners to take a big lead.
Yeah, no, I said to you, I was like, Joe, you see the best 7, what do you think? You're like, well, 2 through 4.
They're pretty good.
I'm thinking pretty good for New York if we get the New York that's good at high rise. And I was like, all right, Joe, yeah, you're usually right. I believe you. He said it just in that voice, too.
Yeah, it's exactly how I sound. But here's a look.
The cage is open. We let the coaches go in and talk to them. Just don't worry. The guys are all right.
At the maps and mode. So, you know, where did you go with? You get rid of the Vista. Sub-base is maybe the question mark here for New York. So a Rio is open. That's going to be map number 4. They get rid of Rio, search, destroy, invasion on the side of FaZe. Obviously, one of New York's go-to. And then for FaZe, again, you have the advantage. What is going to be your control veto? They're like, all right, let's play some invasion and high rise.
Nameless, the rage in the cage. Everyone fired up and ready to battle. I didn't know what final we were going to have. It's been a weird Sunday. Just based on how this year has gone, it's pretty much been the top 4 and crazy Sundays. We're going 4 or 5 games in a lot of our series, but LAG, props to them for making that run. But you know, as much as the improvements have been there, they're not at a point where they're going to maybe contend with the top teams consistently. And yeah, you don't win a map today, but then we just cruise to this final. It just feels so different from a lot of our Sundays.
No, it does. Yeah, I mean, it feels like they have just been some brutal battles. Haven't had that yet. I mean, you had the New York Ultra match number 1, but even that was a 3-0. So New York, they are locked in. And they did this last year at the final major, right? Going into champs. It was a losers round 1. Who did they match up against? it was Atlanta FaZe, and they beat them in 7. It went the distance. Could have a little repeat here.
Yeah, no, good shout. Might be exactly how it is going to go. And I asked you, I remember kind of, we talked about Hydra just being kind of human in the series on Thursday, and I was like, how bad did he get beat up? And you're like, well, they all did. Like, they all kind of got fried. Like, he was at 3-0. None of them can get anything going. Total opposite in the map 1. You come out with the fury, the rage in the cage, the boys are fighting, the life is there in subliners, and now you got to think, as good as FaZe are, listen, you can argue all day, best team all time, yes, no, a million different conversations and stats you could look at, but like, the fact is, this has been where their problem has been. Sundays, often in the finals, they have fallen apart. And you got to think, like, as good as they are, you get down a map, you get down 2 maps, suddenly it's got to start eating away at you a little bit. It gets in the back of your mind. I don't care how good you are, how mentally tough you are, it gets into your head.
Oh, no doubt about it, right? But this has been the key for them throughout Stage 4, 11-2 in Search and Destroy. On the other side, obviously the respawn has really stepped up for subliners, but the Search has gone down to around 50-50, 9-9 throughout the stage. But still a very strong S&D team, but a first blood nade in there for Draza.
Yeah, this is the guy they brought in to maybe change their identity on Sundays, is Draza. Brought in for the confidence. He gets a first blood here. Like to see some more big moments from him as we continue on in this one, but at least the first pick. And now where do we go behind that? Tucked away. We see a BZ. Simps POV as they're trying to work it forward. Difficult gunfight there through the stairwell. He's hit to 81, but still up. A BZ not able to track and win it, so that'll bring it to a 3 versus 3. Is Simps still looking to pounce?
And you would just love to win this round if you're FaZe, right? Because you find a clean first blood, have the man advantage. So a nice little pick there from Celium.
Nice
Simps
job.
finds the 3rd in the round, and now it's down to Hydra. Bomb planted, 1 versus 3.
First fight. Nice damage in. Little drop shot there from Simp, and the tracking is there for a Hydra trade, though. Near on instant. Draza starts it. Draza finishes it, and yeah, I mean, I don't think they're the team. You got a great coach in Crowder and great statistics staff and everything, and these guys have done and seen it all, but I don't know, probably helps after the map 1. Just get a little shoot reset, get round 1 on the board.
No, you don't want to throw away a 4v3 in round 1.
Yeah, just to start after the loss.
Mollywopped, there on a hard point. So, and I think be around for Draza there, because to me, he's kind of the pace setter for them. In a lot of the early series, he kind of goes off map 1, right? He just gets them locked. In this map 1, he got smoked. So,
yeah.
Good round there.
Absolutely. Now the turn to answer if you are New York. As you said, good round from Draws. Defense for New York. Offense, though, on the side of FaZe. See how it's looking. A BZ just stunned up and playing a little bit slower for now. But Bomb working up towards B. We kind of have a 2-man game on either side of this for now. Simp, I mean, kind of on an island until the help comes in. Now he's got a BZ around to work together here. Tiny Tear's trying to get something done from bottom mid.
Yeah, and Jizman's working underground. He's below Draza. And well, Jiz is going to find the first blood. Maybe they didn't think that flank was possible.
Doesn't seem like it.
But there is a quick trade. Now the A-bomb site's open. So I want to work for it. Hydra just staying inside of B. But 45 seconds left. Everybody just trying to find angles, using tacticals, nades, just trying to switch up angles and get active on the map.
Well, now they're working out. I didn't see if Sky's got this spot as he crossed through. He didn't. I couldn't tell. It looked so close as he snapped over. Droz has gotten great shots in the both. Hasn't been able to finish a kill, though.
Celium is making the play behind enemy lines, right? You set up this pinch through A. Celium just kind of waited window side. There is a quick trade. Well, it's a team kill, but it's a 2 versus 1 for Hydra, and Celium stayed so patient in his base. His teammates got through. Everybody turned. Celium found the opening.
No, that was a good shout. I was so focused on the gunfights for Draza because he's at 2 of them, basically. But yeah, I mean, what's the comp from Draza? You're like, hey, Top Propane's looking at me. Giddy up. Cell's got to get going. He does exactly that, and he's able to find the opener as everyone turns, as you said. Cell starting out 3-0. Simp right there with him at 3, 2-0 advantage for FaZe. And the S&Ds have always been a talking point throughout the course this year between these two teams. A lot of times, they've gone 5 games. Like online, it's been whoever's won the search and destroys.
And again, just for New York, I think they're still top 2. But just recent form hasn't been as strong, but they've obviously...
Compared to like the start of the year where they were, felt like...
Yeah, that's what they relied on. But their respawn at this major has been unbelievable.
Finally. We've been waiting for it. We knew the potential was there. Just working on it, and finally it starts to click. Cell able to get a spot, and Cell just put Sib into round 3.
Hydra, though, is behind. Say nobody watching Underground. They were kind of waiting on him. 3 versus 3. Now Kismet from Underground didn't catch 2 players in the back to phase, but Abizi able to make this a 2-on-2.
You trade it out on one side, you trade it out on the other.
Check this if you're
Simp
Kiz.
just waiting, and Kiz is going to fall. Now on to Hydra. He's been last alive in like a 1v something. It was what, a 1v3, then a 1v2, then a 1v2. And you got to think a player of his caliber, eventually maybe you're going to pull one off. It's just not been like, it's not been Spotsy as much to work with.
Yeah, and he doesn't have bombs, so he's got to go all the way through, and they're watching this cross. And well, there's the info there for Simp. He's going to start hunting. He's going to get aggressive, and a nice recovery, honestly, from FaZe, because you get Hydra and Kismet through, but what happens is there's a reaction in the middle of the map. The other 2 players just get active. They hunt down top Propane, top Heli. They take that away. They basically flip the map on its head.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking once you lose 2 players, like through underground routes, like the round's going to collapse, right? Like usually you get picked apart and things start to spread thin, but as you said, FaZe, nice reaction, good mid-round adjustments. And you've got 2 teams that are so good at mid-game, mid-round adjustments. We're going to see a lot of great search and destroy over the course of this series. But you really got to start something out if you're a subliners. Looking to get 1 round, start to fight back. All FaZe so far. As the stun hits Abizi again as he's trying to take a round. Last time you saw him in this position, rifle in hand, now pulling out the MCW.
Yeah, normally Kismet on defense gets so aggressive. Heli side tries to do it, but this time Abizi gonna find the first blood. That is a rival from Hydra. Lasers down Simp.
I think Simp's like, I got
Oh, Skies almost fell. I just saw, I don't know what he was doing. Practicing for American Ninja Warrior. He failed.
Very, very athletic. Sib wins a nutty one though, 2 versus 2, can't quite trade it out. It's a cluster to the mid-map, and somehow Cell's able to walk away with it. I don't know what's going on in there. Little ballerina. Is Cell, he'd be a fantastic ballerina.
I could see that.
Hold me closer, tiny dancer.
And I think Hydra maybe just runs out of ammo there, gets caught swapping weapons. The slide out from Cell gets down to that 1 versus 1, and we've seen it the last few months. Through these smokes, it's a party.
And 2, Renetti pops straight to the nipples. Drops them, 4-0 advantage. And this has been a fantastic answer. We have all that momentum in the respawn if you're in YSL, but the beauty of our esport, we change modes, we change pace, and FaZe start to dictate the pace into the search and destroy, and we may be looking at a long best of 7 here, but we're not done yet in YSL. They make those mid-game adjustments. Will they be making them here to fight back into it? But Abizi balancing perfectly on this bar.
Yeah, we've seen that since stage 1. That is his spot. But you would love to get some more first bloods rolling your way if you are FaZe. Instead of Abizi, I thought maybe was going to catch Kismet. They're trying to bait him out, and Hydra's going to find him. So there you go, Simpto trying to react.
I think the whole team was shooting at him at one point, it felt like.
Yeah, everybody, it was just great play out of Kismet. He slides on through, but Simp able to answer.
Every time, he feels like you maybe have an advantage if you're in YSL. It goes back to FaZe, and Simp gets 2. The difference so far, but now into a 2 versus 2. Some shots into Cell. They know he's playing from the window. You're real split, obviously, right now if you are Atlanta FaZe. We'll swap to Draws' POV for a second. Can't quite finish the kill. Bomb planted, scurries away.
They just don't know where Sib is. That's a problem. He's on the other side of the map. He's on the other side of the map. They were looking Propane side, and Sib able to get to his teammates, so you would love to have those shots back on to Kiz. Draws it, though, going to find him, but Sib repositions.
Great job. You needed one so badly if you're in YSL. You get one there, and you talked about some big plays from Kiz early on.
Yeah, just able to find... Well, he makes the play into the first blood. Kind of similar to what we saw earlier with Abizi, just using the movement.
Yeah, you don't get the first blood, but you kind of do.
Abizi's going to call out like, you know, Kiz is inside the bomb site, he's 1 shot, and then Abizi's getting shot by 3 people. Simp does bring it back, but in the 2-on-2, Simp closes the round.
Down 3 rounds. Skies still sitting on a goose. Under 200 damage. Like, he hasn't been able to get anything going yet. And you gotta think, usually he's playing a position like Skies, you're gonna get some damage in at least. He's just probably been losing some fights.
Yeah.
Or put in tough spots, but a great S&D player, and you imagine he'll bounce back, but do you have time to bounce back within this particular map? You talked about Kismet like to get aggressive on this side on defense. He's got Hydra now to work with this time, so a little bit more of a 2-man game. Let's see what kind of timing they're gonna find.
Yeah, it should be on Draza here. He's gonna watch the flank. He's gonna have 2 to deal with. He's gonna find the first blood. Bomb is planted. Hydra's gonna find the Tiny Terrors. He's gonna get taken out by him.
I thought he had one for free at first when I saw him sprinting around the edge, and then suddenly that gunfight looked a whole hell of a lot harder than I thought it was going to. Draw started things off, and now he is tucked away. You got Sky's top heli. Let's see what the timing's like. I think he spotted one. He did, or a teammate called out for him. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, he sees him. Right, just Dry shoots earlier, but Sim's able to find Sib on the other side of the map, so still in 1 versus 2. No time.
Absolutely no time. I guess at least you get your first kill if you are Sky. Start shooting at something, but Cell tickles him from range. Little tickle back. Finally, they drop him. FaZe still roaring. 5 rounds up. 1 more needed to tie us up at 1-1.
Yeah, you saw the adjustment there from New York. They wanted to get aggressive through underground. But that's just a heads-up play by Draws, right? Kiz likes to go on the outer scaffolding, do that jump up. He's watching it, peeks it at the perfect time, get some headshots, bombs planted. Then Hydra tries to activate. Instead, he runs into both Simp and Abizi.
You got 10 up for Simp right now. Lackluster map 1 after, you know, one of the better starts we've ever seen in bracket play for him this weekend. But bringing it back now in the search. It's like if Abizi's 2 and 5, somebody's got to be doing it, right? I think you feel pretty good if you're a 5-1 lead and Abizi's got 2 in search.
Absolutely. He's probably loving it too.
Yeah. I mean, this one can be hit or miss for him at times. You just know, like, you've got rival in hand, how difficult it could be. He's pulled the MCW out a bit more, but draws it now, another one. That's 3 first bloods for him. Simp does get one before he drops, so you've got a 3-on-2 advantage now to close out this map and tie it up.
Yeah, let's say Sky's thinking about hitting B Street. Sib, though, working underground. What is that timing like?
My God.
Could be really bad, but Draws is still watching it. That's a heads-up play, but Sib, just such good centering right on the forehead of Draza.
Yeah, he's like,
Dude,
all right.
What is this timing for Abizi?
Okay, this time he spots him. Finally, it's like eventually, this guy's playing hide and go seek. Now able to spot again, little damage through. Sky's trying to finesse, tagged again in the thigh. Finally going to take him out as a Beezy 2-on-1. Sib going to be last one up. Straight shooter, but catches the forefront of that damage. Fall Cell gets it on the board. We are now tied up 1-1. Sheesh.
And this was the key to their stage, right? Making sure their search and destroy was their best game mode once again, so they could respond in times like this. Going up against the top 4, you are going to trade some respawns. There's just world-class players. But that was clinical.
I think you see that in both first maps. Like, what has been, you've been trying to work so hard on the respawns if you are the subliner side. You've been trying to improve that so much with a great start and search early in the year. You come in, you see those improvements in the map 1, then yeah, FaZe's body of work throughout the Major IV Qualifier, you're right, it's been all search. Like, trying to get that back to a place that they are proud of, and well, they look really, really good in that map too. You never really had a shot if you were subliners.
No, and I mean, every single, like, 2-on-2, 3-on-2 skirmish that FaZe had, they just closed it out. They didn't allow any clutches. They were grouping up. Anytime there was a play underground, they reacted on the other side of the map. It's exactly what you want to see from this team.
Yeah, it's like a hard map to like get lost on and make insane plays unless you let somebody slip through and does a good job making sure it didn't happen. Like, except for the one round where 2 got shot in the back and they still were able to win.
They still won it. Yeah, exactly that.
11 for Simp. Great map for him there in the search and destroy. We're going to stay on high rise, and this has been an interesting one just kind of between these two teams, right? Like at times, like who's the better high rise control team has kind of hopped around.
Yeah, no, it has. And I think when you really look at early in the year, it was sort of New York setting the pace on this map, winning in some of the head-to-heads. More recently, I mean, they haven't seen it as much, where FaZe, especially Abizi, he's just like, I'll just pull out another MCW, we'll play. So, yeah, they get rid of the Karachi, they're going to play him on high rise.
Well, I think that's why you saw there was that stretch where Optic were really trying to work on it, because, like, these two are good at it. You have Ultra, who is also good at it. It's like, if we're playing the top 4, like, we need to get this into our bag of tricks, and that was one they were working on. Okay. We get ready to go deeper. Map 3 in this best of 7 going to be after the break. We're tied up 1-1. FaZe NYSL. Stay tuned. We got a banger ahead of us.
Nice! Come on!
Upgrade your game with the SCUF, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. Scuff Gaming is doing an ultimate giveaway where you and a friend can win a chance to go to COD Champs this year. The giveaway includes 2 VIP tickets, travel expenses, and more. To enter, scan the QR code on the page or go to scuff.co/CDL and enter your email. Terms and conditions apply.
The Call of Duty Week is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Hello, everybody watching, you beautiful, sexy people. We're ready to continue on. We're tied up 1-1. And listen, you got a couple of absolute gods on both sides of the stage. They're going to continue on fighting Simp, Hydra, MVP-type players. We're going to talk about some of the stats from these guys as they are insane.
Yeah, just looking at this Major control in particular. Yeah, I mean, Simp, 1.4, but especially the attack KD, right? Not something we see too often, but a 1.55. And even Hydra on attack, 1.12. His stats get better there. And I mean, he is just, especially on this map, trying to get behind you, trying to get in your windows, in your face. FaZe gonna have to deal with it.
I mean, he had a round where he had 15 of their 29 attack kills. Like, that's absurd. I think Nero replied, and like, he's like, I had 16 once. Might be the only time it was more than that. Like, that's just nuts in a game mode like Control. High rise time, locked and loaded. You know, usually it's on a one team versus another team, but on this map, it's sort of like a free-for-all because there's one team, another team in a propane tank.
Oh, a couple of them.
A couple of them that's just, you know.
And they're strong.
It's a surprise. Who doesn't like surprises,
They're like
Joe?
the Monstars.
Yeah,
They really are. They take all the power out of you. But yeah, you see right here, these two, 13 and 4 for FaZe, 10 and 4 for subliners. If you just look at the stage 3 and 2 here for FaZe, and we just saw from New York, it looked better versus the Gorillas in the last round. Went all the way to a round 5, but this man was cooking.
Right back to it. I think, like, yes, you answer it up 1-1, right? And you have a great search and destroy. But that doesn't change the fact that you got outplayed by 25, right? You got outplayed by 25 if you're FaZe. And I was just wondering, are they going to be right back to just chopping them up if you're subliners? Hydra so far is like, yeah, yes, I am, as he's on 3 straight, and they are getting torched. They're already down 7 lives. Hydra has made their base his casa, and he's just tearing them apart. 5 straight. Give him number 6. Dear Lord above, this man cannot be stopped. This round's done. They're down 11 lives.
Oh, yeah, they've died once. A complete, another multi-kill in the feed.
Oh, my God.
Round 1, you blink, and it's over.
They got 3 kills. 3. I don't know that I've ever seen a round like that.
Maybe in some scrims, but not a match. Not like that.
Oh, my God.
Not between the top 4 squad.
One of the more clinical offenses you will ever see in Control, period. FaZe could not get out of their base. Like, this is Hydra's base. It's not FaZe's base anymore.
And well, he's able to earn that cruise, so they're going to have to deal with that. But that is a tone setter, I would
You know,
say.
in like CS, when there'd be a big play, they like put a sticker on the map or something. Just strap like Hydra's name across this skyscraper. What in the hell, man? 7-1 start. Get back to work, buddy. Up to 8. You can't kill me. I don't care if I have 12 HP. I'm like Neo. Matrix 1, 2, 3, the 4th one too. But he's finally done. Sip comes over the top, takes him out, and you've already doubled your kills if you are Atlanta FaZe. They got to answer in a big way right now because that was just filth.
Wow, okay, maybe they're going to get the answer. Maybe it's behind Simp. We just talked about those two on offense. And well, Simp opens it up with a 5 spree. Good nades, though, from NYSL. Simp's able to find one Celium now, right behind the propane, trying to win this one-on-one versus Sky's able to do so. Way to stay patient there from Celium. Then through the middle of the map goes Straws and Abizi.
Okay, a game of offense, apparently. Not as clinical as subliners, of course, but you've got
It's a good start.
all sorts of map control. This is what I'd actually say like a fantastic start looks like. I don't know the wording for the last one. The most perfect.
Perfect
yeah,
start.
Perfect.
But yeah, I mean, you get B done, you're right on to A, you're up 7 lives. This is just going to be a battle. Back and forth.
Brother.
As now it's Celium's turn.
Brother.
Able to find another double. And what are we doing in this cage?
Dude, what a response out of FaZe. You get uppercut, I think you're knocked out. But you get back up again and you're bringing it to them. Massive advantage. 5 spree now for Cell. 5 spree for Sip. Draza is still cooking. You're still on the point. They're getting lined up, dropped, bodied. And finally Sip falls after 7 in a row. This is insane. Like, I hadn't seen anything like round 1, much less than basically you flip it on its head, it happens in round 2. This series is gonna be nuts.
I mean,
Bro!
I mean, this reminds me when I was playing like MW2 CTF in like 2010, where you would just have someone spawn trapped for minutes at a time. But normally our teams are so good at dealing with the player in the base, using their nades to the advantage, and just getting out, right? Even when there's a 3 or 4 dead, normally our defensive teams get out. This has not been the case here in our final.
This is like you're watching an NBA All-Star game.
Yeah, it is.
Like, do we have any defense? No, we don't want to get hurt. No defense whatsoever. But we're both putting up 140, though. Like, what in the hell? Into round 3 now. See if Subliners can replicate that insane, perfect round 1. Already the answer is no, because you got to kill your face. It took a while to get the first last time through. BZ looking to get loose, not quite able to do it. Simp can't track Sib as he's got the coverage of the stairs.
He's doing it. Sim! Oh my gosh! Dancing around. He finds a huge kill on Adraza.
The environmental lord. He's using everything that's there. That was disgusting.
I mean, we don't really talk about that in Karachi, like those pillars.
Yeah. I mean, pillar, stairs, fence, whatever. Sib's going to use it to his advantage. That was, oh my lord.
I didn't want to call him a pole dancer, but I was thinking about it.
Yeah, well, we saw BZ in the S&D. He was pole dancing too. Maybe we just got a battle of pole dancers here, Joe. Cell was dancing too.
Athletic ability.
Very athletic.
That is for sure.
Got to be toned. Simp looking to get back into the fight. Chasing, finally catching him. You got a decent opening, obviously, if you're in YSL, but this time, you know, can't quite go for the jugular. You've gotten out on the map, and this guy's unlocked. Simp is going nuts. Hip fire hitting from up high. Backing people up and continuing to cook. Welcome to Chris Lear's kitchen, because he is eating right now. Finally going to end up dropping. Cell 7 HP as we're on his POV, and it's Subliners back onto the point.
Normally, again, like we saw that 3 or 4 dead, right, from NYSL, but who was it? It was the nades. It was one play through. You still have a chance here, though. Kisman on 5 in a row. He's looking for another cruise, and now you're right on towards A. So immediate pressure here. You have a 2-life advantage. You get the minute extension.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone other than Skies that got another kill, you might be in an incredible spot. But Skies kind of ends up on an island. Sib's going to be the next help up. He can do it on both sides of the fences, apparently, as he's able to take one down at least. Kiz hits the stun and thinks about repositioning now. What are you seeing, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, just big kill there from Skies on the Simp. Simp was in their windows. He was cutting off the reinforcements. I mean, when you're this close in lives, you have to get out. Simp almost hits the second punch. Feels like our players getting better and better at that as the year has gone on, but the second one doesn't connect with the lunge.
And Hydra, I mean, in general, Subliners obviously get bodied in that second round, but he started out like 8-1 or whatever it was. He's become a little bit more human. We're on the other side. Simp erupted. He's at 19-10. Still a chance to do this, because now you're back to work here at Hydra Towers.
He's right back to his windows. The other 2 players are out, though.
Clocking in for work.
I don't think you're going to check this angle.
Sure aren't. Damage into both, but can't finish it. Hell of a stun there to take him down. Make sure you don't lose a body. And you've still had a BZ pushed out until he drops as you dealt with Hydra in your base.
Yeah, that trues. If you want to use it, yeah, Hydra's going to use it right now. 6 versus 6. They want to win this round. Not going to connect. Hits the top balcony. So all of FaZe, though, they are inside their base. Simp, it's his turn. He's got his. He says, all right, I can use this as well. The propane, we talked about it. It's on the map.
Oh, propane to the membrane. People dropping, unfortunately. Streaks not hitting, but you're on defense, so you're in a good spot if you are FaZe. Double positive. Sit Simp looking for his next fight. There's another. Skies shot in his hiney. BZ picking up wide left. Can't take the fight. Now it's Hydra's turn to maybe go nuts, but Draza should be through on the trade, and he is right before Kismet gets the angle. We're just throwing punch after punch between these 2 teams. Clock stopped at 17.3.
Yeah, you just only have 2 lives. BZ finds 1. A nice recovery there from FaZe. Winning a defense seems to be a big deal.
It seems to be. Yeah, apparently in this matchup. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, props to Subliners and how you came out in the map 1, then FaZe the answer. Good resilience there. But I mean, FaZe, I don't know how you looked at your teammates after that round 1, but I guess you're just like, whatever, you have to laugh it off. Yeah. You got 3 kills. You couldn't take a step out of your base.
Let's do the same thing, and they did just that.
Yeah, they did. It's insane. Now up 2-1. Now can Subliners do the same? Get a hold here on defense. Otherwise, you're looking at a 2-1 edge if you are Atlanta. Simp trying to get busy here. Bottom, Trophy out for coverage, but the bullets coming on through, and Trophies don't help with that. A BZ through to help him as they work this 2-man game. Draza, though, first to drop.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this on their breaks, right, at times. Sort of Simp and a BZ both rocking the rivals, trying to get on towards B. Simp now on the pinch, but Sky's able to read it. Good job by him. So there was just a lot of fights they couldn't really take. And once that first player goes down, they're only peaking MCWs. Trying to get to the point, but a big 2 there by Draws to get them out of their base. And now it's 3 dead. Pressure on the A point.
And Draws has been the guy that comes away with some massive kills. Maybe not flashy in the numbers department at 10 and 14, but that double is a big one. You'd love to get one there. You'd love to get one there still is the call. But Hydra shuts him down.
Yeah, and then the timing there from Skies, the movement on point. Able to catch Celium on the piece. Simp, though, right back to work. If it's not Hydra, it's Simp in the windows, trying to find Skies. Just so many angles to peek. Unfortunately, picks the wrong one.
Yeah, Hydra and Simp are holding forward right now. Like, this is a battle of the Titans. 2 of the best POVs you are ever going to watch. Skies now looking for the angle. Reload just off in time as he's able to take it. They only got 1 tick done today so far.
Well, you get the cruise there on the Skies. And you have what, Celium, who's just been, he's had a huge life here because he's paused the clock, right? It would be maybe round over, but he was on the A point. Almost gets his 2nd tick done, allows his teammates to come on through. Like I said, Skies was able to earn that cruise. He can maybe use it here if he wants to. You gotta win this round.
Gotta win it. You're suddenly in a 1-2 hole, and he's going to call it. Simp gets a kill at the same time. Red arrows start to scramble. You got to get the point, but you got to stay alive. Last person next to the point will be Draws. Does everyone get away safely? Well, Draws runs into a Renetti. Simp runs into Bullets. A BZ as well. Subliners clutch up after the streak, get all 4. And now with 15 seconds remaining, they're running out of spawn. This would be insanity if they can get it done because they are locked in, but Draws again, maybe with an opener.
Yeah, it's just sort of the funnel. Where are they going to go? Which point? Skies from up top.
Oh my God!
Simp with the Renetti. Unreal shots, hits the burst, and now it's just Kiz on towards B, but FaZe is at A.
Skies just got his ankles broken. What in the hell is the movement there from Simp and the shots to get through?
And then what Drazi gets 3. Now Abizi's in your base, and after that kill, this round might be done.
We got 0.7 on the clock. Abizi's still finding kills behind the stun. They're trying to hunt him down. He's on 4 straight and finally going to drop. Minute extension ready to come in. Minute extension's there, but you just need another foot inside of A and you're done, and that round is nuts.
Let's go, baby. Oh my God.
What did he do to Skies?
Go, bro.
Like, you know, I was thinking of like literally like you're like basketball. You cross them up, break your ankles. Like that's what it is in this. Dude, just a little strafe hop, 2-pop, bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, get dunked on, he got mossed, whatever you want to call it. All of the above. Off the top rope, off the top of the cage, I'm not exactly sure, but he got smoked, and then all the dominoes fell.
Like, if you die like that, you're just like, boys, I'm sorry.
Well, hopefully they don't watch that one.
Oh, my God. No, I'm not even trying to knock Sky. That was just impressive movement and shots there from Simp. He ends up going 25 and 17. And, like, it's not the most insane numbers, but it's just insane because of how the round 1 started. Like, one of the best rounds, if not the best attack rounds we've seen across the maps, across the years in Control. Like, that was just, well, especially when it's against Atlanta FaZe. Like, against a team like that, they could do nothing. There was not a single second, but there was an opportunity for success for them.
Yeah, and then they do it in the round 2, kind of the same way. Not as dominant, but then they win the next 3. So impressive stuff out of FaZe. And yeah, you kind of talked about it. Are they going to do it in a respawn? Able to bounce back in the search and destroy? But you get the answer. Hydra on one end, responded by Simp. You get Draza with a big couple of multi-kills. Abizi gets them out of their base. Able to win in that round number 4.
Well, my question was, it was a resounding no with a bunch of exclamation points after it at first, though. I mean, it's Hydra's just twerking on him. But then they answer it back. What an insane map that was as we get deeper into this one. We'll check out some of the highlights, and my God, there were plenty of them. Hydra Towers. Well, that's what I thought it was. I branded it that, but they didn't run the map.
Still, yeah, he's always here. He's absolutely always in this position.
No, you are not wrong.
But you're just seeing full talent on display on both sides. Everyone making plays, going on 5 sprees, earning streaks. It has been fun to watch.
Well, this is what we wanted to see. I mean, we've had, some incredible finals over the years, some lackluster ones when you get the top teams. I mean, Ultra lately, if they get to the final, I don't think they're going to win a map. Rest in peace. But I was wondering what was going to happen here. The fact you come out and fire like you did if you're subliners to get going early. And now you answer back if you're FaZe. It's just like, yeah, it just feels like it's going to be one of those heavyweight boxing matches, just both looking to knock each other out. Who's going to be left standing after round 10?
Yeah, but this might be the round for me. If you're looking at a map, after losing both high rises, you're going to a Rio, right? In FaZe, they haven't played at this stage. The reason why, nobody wants to play it against them. New York tried a couple of times in some of their matchups, started to get away from it, but Rio has been lights out here for New York. So they're going to get back into this game. I think you're looking at this map, because then you got a Karachi Search and Destroy, which FaZe is so good at. Invasion Control, his stats are leaning FaZe's way. This is their chance for New York.
No, that's a good breakdown because, yeah, when you look at it over the year, it looks so good for FaZe, right? But the fact is you don't get to play it because you were so good at it. Now it's, yes, you've been scrimming it, but it's a little bit different, especially in this. Like when we say like it's different between, you know, your scrims and your online matches, that's one thing. Even between LAN, that's one thing. Then there's like a grand final. Yeah. Like this is a different beast. You haven't got the reps in this kind of scenario because, well, that's not something you're even able to replicate until you get here. So here we go.
No, 100%. And again, New York, they've kind of relied on this at times. And this is a team with Hydra and Kismet. You feel like this should be a very strong map. They've at times gone away from it in some of these top 4 matchups, but here they're bringing it out.
Well, what's the biggest part of this matchup between these two teams? Is it Sip and BC versus like Kiss and Hydra? Is it you just kind of view it as this 4v4? Is there any like segment you can break off that you think is like the biggest deal?
I mean, I think obviously there's a ton of matchups you can go deep dive into,
yeah,
but
sure.
I think overall in this series for me, it's sort of the search and destroy for New York.
Okay.
Just their respawns have been there throughout this tournament, but FaZe has been so good in search where, you know, you have a couple of more, maps 5 and 7, you feel like, I mean, you have a chance if you get there, but you're going to need to win one of those if you are New York.
I mean, I don't know if like losing, you know, the tournament and, you know, getting top 3 last time is what you want if you're FaZe, but like I think the wake-up call in search needed to happen. It did. You probably got a little too cocky, got a little too comfortable. You go back to the drawing board, you work on it again, and now you're trying to exert your dominance in the Mo, but we'll talk more about search later. Right now, it's time for Hardpoint. Go into Rio, and yes, 7-0. But Joe, we've had a couple of series we've done, a couple of maps where it's been a team undefeated, and then they've got smoked this weekend. This is a weird one.
No, and again, 0-0 throughout this split, so they haven't played it. Everybody vetoes it against them. They're like, we're good. We're not going to play you on that. But because of the recent success for subliners, they veto subbase, or we're on Rio.
A good old-fashioned square up. As we continue on, edge to one of the series to Atlanta FaZe. They're looking to extend that. Everybody's stunned up, and we're just shooting bullets. Finally, able to finish the kill, and you get another 2 behind that if you're FaZe. So early map control here for FaZe. Still got right side spawns for now if you're subliners.
And it feels like, you know, since the updates, there's been some newer spawns right around like your P3. So maybe that catches FaZe off by yard, but obviously, again, they're scrimming this every single day. But a nice start here. Now
P3 is interesting when you're watching the minimap.
Yeah, it can. It can absolutely get a little bit weird. You got to play very safe towards the back. But Sip able to find a couple now. A BZ on 4 in a row. But you're going to have, what, 43 points here for FaZe.
Yeah, that is an excellent start. And they've got some forward position to strike on this quickly as well. 5-0, stunned up, trying to stay up, and nobody near. So BZ's just going to soak up time. You'd love to get him into somewhere he can fight and work on that streak, but now it gets a little bit tougher.
They might spawn out here.
Might get a little bit tougher.
Yeah, I thought maybe with Hydra blocking spawns, but not going to happen. You had a very far top right spawn for Atlanta FaZe, and then a BZ 6-0, able to earn the cruise, plays his life, earning time. Gets behind the stand. Now Draza going on a big pinch here at number 4 on the mini-map. They might rely on him to break this. He's hoping his teammate get a kill or 2. They do not.
Yeah, it's just a mess early on. Neither team really to get any type of control. Finally, subliners get in, but yeah, Draza able to disrupt that. FaZe battle right back in. I mean, you've only got, what, like 15 total points earned through the first 45 or so? No one can get comfortable, and well, yeah, but this is one of those points that plays like this. Unless you have like perfect map control, it can be a chaos.
Yeah, now on the other side of the map, Sim's able to find the first, but not expecting the second on rotation.
Now here's where it gets interesting sometimes.
Yeah, Hill's not up yet. Not up yet. So FaZe all the way across the map. Subliners. Hydra's going to play towards back left. You're going to have Skies on the hill hanging out, but the pressure is going to be over towards boxes.
Yep, you win it on boxes, you win it on bridge, and now you start to collapse on this, and there's a spawn out already. Sib is going to be out and trying to track back. You win it in the back. You may have the spawn, but this is where it gets questionable sometimes. All right, so 7 spawns out. Him spawning as a back will be worried about, because that'll happen sometimes. I'm like, all right, well, that's an interesting one. This time, though, things making sense. Nice pinch there on the point if you are FaZe. A double there from Draza. They're looking to extend this lead.
Yeah, Drape right there. Started with Simp, though. He's able to win that one-on-one backside, block the spawns, gets his teammates to the hill. Simp, though, able to find three.
Oh, my God.
Has one of the cleanest shots in the league, and now this will allow his teammates to get set up at P4. They're able to earn that spawn. Hydra just spawns up. He's going to have pressure here. FaZe fine, too, though. Maybe going to be able to push this with numbers.
Trying to. The team kill comes in. I'll probably slow it down here for a moment. Numbers no longer there. You're waiting for 2 to spawn in. That's happening. They're just trying to pick up the reinforcements, and Simp doing a great job of that. The reads are there. He's delayed it. Now the streak going to come in behind a BZ. You couldn't pinch it out as you lost Simp. That'll at least get them out of the point and get a kill onto Sib. You get Draza on forward. He's not able to take down one. You're not able to trade it either as you don't have the angle. And you've done a fantastic job so far if you're New York.
No, you have, because that started off so well for FaZe. They got the 2 kills. They read the spawns over at the old P3. Abizi's thinking, I'm going to call this in. Let's see where the other 2 are, but his teammates drop. Then you're able to hold on to this final 30. With great team shots coming in for the subliners. They're able to recover. Now they take the lead.
And a big part, I mean, just back to that Sib triple. I mean, it kind of just... I know we're far past that.
No, just a lot of map control.
It does. It kind of leads to all of this. So a great individual moment from him. Other guys step it up to continue on, but he starts it. Now we get over to Bridge. Thought Draza had him. Then Kiz puts a few in his forehead. Around and around we go till Skies is able to drop him. Now you try to chain together a couple off of Skies' kills. He's on 4 straight. Had a slow start like 1 and 9. Now, though, getting it going.
Yeah, BZ, though, on a big pinch. BZ's able to find the first, give them the numbers. Here comes the rest of his team. On the other side, it's Hydra. They're going to have to try to read this. They do not, so it's a 3 for... Well, it comes down to a 1v1, and then Hydra finds 3.
Oh,
it was a BZ on one side, Hydra on the other. Hydra comes out on top.
Yeah, Hydra a wee bit more effective leading the charge. Him and Kiz leading the lobby, both with 14. An incredible stretch. You were up. I mean, FaZe had like a massive lead, the 40-0 start. But since then, you scored 20 points, you put up 100. This has been a nutty run from subliners. Can they keep it going?
Yeah, I mean, it's just that P3 and P4 recovery. Well, really P4 recovery into this P5, where they have found so much of their time. And now for FaZe, you've got 43 seconds from the first hill. Outside of that, it's only been 20.
Imagine they take the lead and it's just basically all P1 time. Like,
hey, we've seen it happen. They're gonna have to deal with this man again, finding the opening, finding the route, and now 3 dead here for FaZe.
3 dead, allowing people to get into position, push out some of these cuts and stagger the attempted break from FaZe. They're able to deal with Sib, so now they get on 4, but it's Kismet gonna be next up on the other side, and Kiz is centering so good. Draws his head, ripped clean off, and now Kiz pushing all the way through. He's gonna catch one back alley. I thought he was, but Abizi up to the task.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of just reminds me of what we just saw from NYSL versus LAG. Like, there was a moment where it was a very close game, and then they just erupted, doing it here in the final. On the hill, Sim's able to find 1. He's got some help. Not a lot of time left, but you're going to see the other subliners players start to rotate on through. Kismet already pushed up Cell. I think I just heard he's in secret. So, yeah, they have the comm. Abizi's able to find him.
Go find him, but you still have 3 flooding in from the front. You got to get something going now if you are FaZe, because it's been all subliners for the past 5 minutes. Now a decent sequence. Simp able to get another. You got him spawning out pretty deep. You don't have garage control, but you have Simp who's trying to pinch. He's going to keep these reinforcements and getting through clean. They got to deal with him at boxes before they go anywhere, but they just can't deal with him.
Oh, my God.
Jesus, he got that one before he dropped?
Yeah, he sure did. He got 5 in a row. Doesn't earn the cruise,
God.
but you needed a big kill here. You're getting it. Started with Simp, but watch number 8. Hydra finds the opening again. Hydra finds that open, but FaZe down 40 on this Rio. Can they get right back into it? Let's go to a listen with FaZe.
Nice. Both of you stay up.
In the back. Kiz, one shot in the back. He's one shot in the back. MC. He went to yellow. He ran to yellow.
I'm yellow. Nice, MC.
They're spawning on you.
Yes, one shot, yellow dead.
Nice.
You're by yourself.
You're by yourself. Bro.
Hey, it's all you.
They're running at you.
Two yellow.
Hey, stay
Dante. One shot right
All
street.
good.
One shot right street.
I
think I left, bro. I'm through garage.
Could you by yourself?
Dante, right?
Take left, Frats.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Zig Paco. Yeah, one's already bending. One's bending, middle. Nice, one's bending, nice. 2 dead. I'm about to hit this shit. I think this one has Zach's block.
Close. In back that.
Zig weak.
I hear
Zig is
Zig.
weak. Dante.
Paco spawned out then, I think.
Yeah, he did.
He's in the back. Red doors. Or kids. It's kids actually.
Yeah, red door still guys.
Stunning red door.
I spawned out. They're spawning con.
Red sets.
Red.
Listen, they're spawning con.
I hear spawning con still.
Red lane down. Dead.
Spawning Connor in the back.
Yeah.
I back up.
They might be spawning garage.
Yellow, just yellow.
I heard him in the back.
Stay.
Alright, she's in the back.
One's Zig. Dead.
Nice.
I think they're hitting old.
Yo, let's push over.
I see anything on old.
Zach, you just play outside.
Slow. Okay.
Yellow, 2.
Hold on.
Yellow, I'm dead. 2.
In the back, Dante. One shot.
Nice one.
Nice. All right, let's go. We're bringing this shit back too. Let's go.
Oh, Caesar's old.
I'm gonna try to kill this
He's
guy.
on RP2, okay?
Yep.
Yo, Caesar
I'm
fucking
taking
middle.
I'm taking an air for
Middle,
that.
Caesar dead.
Yeah, secret.
On the
Secret
two.
count?
Yeah, there's on.
On team secret.
Yo, one's in their fucking lobby and then one's team
On the
secret.
heady kids.
There's only one.
Absolute heady.
I need
Knitting.
I tried to pitch away. I said
I was trying to pick it up.
Destroy.
I'm mining.
Zig, Dante, and on the heady.
Zig bench. Or top bench up.
There's one more Zig.
I'm pushing up.
Garage.
Yeah,
I'm trying to this.
on car.
Garage, I'm saying.
On the Zig.
Zig laying down.
Zig. One try.
Zig, Dante. Dante Zig.
Zig weak. Zig weak and close that time.
I'll spawn roof. Yeah.
35 away from the win. In the middle of that, Jonas goes to me. Hydra is so annoying.
No, yeah, he has been so good in so many spots. I mean, he leads to a couple of breaks.
Yeah, can't find him secret, can't find him
Right
secret.
when we go to that listen, it sort of stopped the momentum for FaZe, and then you get a great P4 hold here again. Puts Subliners 15 points away from tying up the series.
They look to close it out now. If they can get a break, and as Kismet gets 2, the pressure is here. Sending it on forward. They've got the numbers. If Kismet can take it, he's able to do that. You got one player left, though. It's going to be Hydra. With a flood of forces coming through, can he get lost and make another massive individual play? The answer to that one's no, as Abisi is able to shut it down. Abisi sends up forward and gets another. Celium involved as well, and at a moment where you need to be perfect, basically, at this point of your phase, so far you have.
Yeah, but watch number 8.
You gotta do it a lot longer.
Yeah, look at this route he's taking all the way through. Is someone gonna pick this up? I just don't know. He's been so good with these timings, taking these long routes. Hello, I'm gonna try to win the game again.
Welcome to Hydra's Palace. Gets in, continues to move. Can't win the second fight as Draza will win it with the Renetti. Disrupts this time. They can't get in and get a win now, technically, if you're subliner. So we'll see another hard point. 11 still needed for the win as we get into our third set of rotations. And once again, it is a route from Hydra. The luxury of a lead. Take those long routes all day, baby. He continues to try and hunt him down, able to 180 snap back and win the fight. They body him up top mid. That is control. Spawning out is FaZe. The hard point so far. Too good for subliners. The respawn's finally clicking. We get to 2-2. Well, now, Joe, you know, with them dominating the hardpoint part of it, yeah, your search and destroy combo becomes even bigger, because if that S&D can click for NYSL, if you can get back to what you saw early in the season, you're winning this series.
Oh, what are they at double digits yet in a row?
You're winning this series.
It's got to be close.
Oh, for hardpoint?
Yeah, here at this stage, or at this major, it's since losers round 1. I think the only one they have lost has been in the first round.
I think I want to say it was 7, but was 7 going to be?
That might be 10.
That might be number 10.
That might be 10.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
This is insane. I mean, that strikes me like what? Was it Major 1 when Ultra was on that insane run, right? You just start to work it in hardpoint. It just, you feel it, you play behind that momentum and you keep it going. The mode is working for them right now. And that's exactly what FaZe ran into back at Major 1, just Ultra, just on this hardpoint tear.
And honestly, that game very similar to map number 1. I mean, it's a better start there for FaZe, but it kind of is right when we get around that listening, it's like a 40-point game and you kind of heard it easy. All right, we're coming back into this. You know, we're going to do this. And then it's a 45-point hold for subliners. It's like they're not letting those breaks come on through.
Nope.
Their setups are holding. Someone's making a big play. I think it was Sib with a 4-piece at that P4. And there's that game flow. Yeah, so it gets, what, 180 to 139. And then, oh, it's almost a full 60.
Yeah. No, that was incredible, and I think you nailed it. Like Hydra is just getting under their skin, like just long route after long route, or getting one kill and just getting lost, just chucking away somewhere, hiding in a corner, laying down in the grass, whatever it was. Like you just heard it, like in the comms, like trying to find him, and that's probably what it sounded like a lot of that game. And it's just tough with someone, he's taking the super long mega route where it's not, you don't get the instinct on the timing. It's just an opening, it's free kills, you're tied up 2-2.
Well, and a lot of the times, FaZe are looking for it. It's just like a second late. Like, he's already gone.
It's just tough when the route's that long. Like,
yeah, like they're going into their setup, getting that angle to find that player going on the route, but he's already through. Like, the guy's already thinking about it, taking it, and it has paid off.
So far, you know, you've dominated the hard points if you are the side of subliners. The one search and destroy we had, it was all Atlanta FaZe. They're going to need that again here if they're going to bring it to 3-2. Remember, this is a best of 7. This map 5's not everything. We're continuing on. Tied up 2-2. Don't go anywhere. Search up after the break.
Oh my God! Go! Just troll everything. Yeah.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Champs Tracer Pack is available now. The bundle includes the Reaper Operator skin, Ripper Weapon Blueprint, Death Stare Weapon Blueprint, Cuts Deep Charm, 2 calling cards, 2 emblems, and 2 weapon stickers. Use these items in both Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone. Available in store now using Call of Duty points.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. We are back at it. The Major IV trophy out in front. The wrap up, the champs. We're getting closer and closer, but you've been active on social. You've been chatting about the matches. I guess video of Allie maybe losing her mind over the course of that one. Like, you all good. Hey, she's been a little under the weather too. I've seen her walking around with covered in blankets, shades on. I don't know what she's doing half the time.
Whatever she wants?
Yeah, whatever she wants. Now looking over to Cell in Skies. Their statistics in S&D for Major IV, 1.5 up.
Yeah, but look at the last stat.
From MacArthur.
100% opening dual win percentage.
That's good.
That's I don't
think
really
it could be more than that.
No.
Unless you killed two at the same moment or something. Is that how?
But that's still. I think that'd still just be 100%.
Yeah, no, I think you're probably right. I was just trying to say some dumb shit. I'll be honest with you.
I was thinking about it.
Sometimes I was trying to confuse you. I didn't see if I could confuse
collateral account.
See, now to actually say some smart shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, Joe. The world might never know.
No, I think it's still 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
That's very good.
Karachi. Upcoming, Joe, a good one for FaZe, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, if you're just looking at this stage 4-0, one that they have picked up, they've only lost it once on the season. On the other side for New York, yeah, it looks pretty good for them. Nothing too crazy, but 7-5, but they've only played it once this stage, sitting at 0-1, so one they haven't seen for a while. But again, this team very capable. The fact that they're respawn, they're hardpoint, they're on 10 map wins in a row, you're just thinking at some point they're going to win a search.
Can they do it? Can they do it here? Take a 3-2 edge in this best of 7. Hydra, maybe the guy that's going to be the difference, but it's a first blood for Simp. As he had the great map 2, right back to work here in the map 5.
Yeah, able to find that first blood on it, Kismet. Now it just kind of slows down because New York are down a man, but inside a fountain, there's a fight going on.
And we hopped to it a little late, and I think just some damage in, just some shots exchanged. Like, Sib was off exploring. A little bit of a 2-on-2 there maybe for a second, but yeah, for now, Cell going to stay up.
Nobody overcommitting there, but Sky's still looking for that gunfight. Hydra now rotating over maybe to help out Sib. Cell just making sure there is no flank, but Sky's just going to bring it back. He's actually able to find one. And now what do you want to do here if you are subliners?
Well, you don't have bomb anymore, so your decision's gonna fall apart a bit. Simp gets his second in the round. Abizi, some damage through, coming through to maybe help out Sim, make sure he doesn't get traded out. Cell then able to put through one, revenge on Disguise. It is now on Hydra. And okay, well, I guess just like map 2, because it was what, a 1v3 to start, then a 1v2, then a 1v2, then a 1v whatever, and you got smoked. Same story here. The search continues to be strong for Atlanta FaZe. It's just like, as confident right now as subliners are in hardpoint, it is the same thing in Search and Destroy right now for FaZe. And that's why I think we got like an all-time final ahead of us, just because, yeah, they're just going blow for blow, man. It's impressive.
No, it is, yeah, but it starts with Simp, right? Just an early first blood, like 15 seconds into the round. Able to bring it back. It's a little crazy around the middle of the map. But Simp calls it down with that pitch on the Sib. That was bomb. 25 seconds left. It's just, you didn't have a lot of time to work with.
No, you really didn't. You were like, what's their plan now? And they lose the bomb carry at the same time. Well, your plan just changed. From plan A to plan B to plan C till no plan because we're all dead. Eyes on with Cell. And the opening of this one is he's working for info. And he's got people near him. Now to Draza's line of sight as he gets some information maybe to tell Cell there's an opening.
I think I hear him calling out scaffolding. Not sure on which side, but that would make sense if they're saying top scaffolding for where Hydra is in that position. So maybe FaZe just going to try to isolate on him, and that's the exact call. Yeah, Draza able to find him.
No.
And now Abizi, hippity, hop, 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 not gonna
I mean, Abizi has small feet, just not small enough. His Sky's able to take off his toes and get the kill there, bring it back to 3-3.
Look at where Kiz got. He just flew through. After that kill on the Sib, they're like, there's an opening here, and they are through. Draza throwing a flank, or a fake smoke, and while Cell's able to find it, that is such a good read by Cellium.
Yeah, that's insanity there from Cell. You lose Simp, though, now to 2 versus 2. Sib staying up, taking off a little bit of hair. Skies get some damage in as well. You are weak if you're both players. You cannot plant. You've bled them out. You've stretched them out. If you are NYSL, the one player remaining, he's out of here. Sky's going to go take a nap at the end of the round. You take it 1-1.
Yeah, you just never really had the read on the setup there for New York. They didn't know
once
Sib.
they dealt with kids, I thought they were
Well, they didn't know Sib was back bridge, right? So that's the problem with this. You saw Simp with bomb. He doesn't know it. Obviously, we do. We have Codcaster, but
we're smart. Yeah.
The other side was wide open. There was nobody there for New York. They just never found Sib in his spot. He's able to pick one, and that just slows down everything. Then they play the clock.
And you haven't really done much with advantage if you're FaZe, because like I feel like both First Bloods, Skies has gotten like an instant answer to bring it into a 3 versus 3. So you have the 2-0 edge if you're FaZe in that regard, but like it's a 3v3 pretty quickly after. And it's not like that instant trade type scenario. It's just Skies winning a fight. I'll see if he can continue to do that as you work the offense. Now, if you're in YSL, what are you seeing on the map?
That was just a deep nade. I mean, Sib almost died to that nade next to the car, and I don't know if someone missed one or if FaZe put one there. But now we're going to try to hit this jump.
Hippity hop.
Kismet's just going to use this smoke, and our players have gotten more and more creative with it. Stun going to be out, though, for draws. He's just going to position on the bridge.
Am I going to go? Am I not going to go? Am I going to go? Am I not going to go? So we saw, what, Sib from a similar position.
Guess who?
Able to make a play. Hydra trying to do it on the other side. Kismet picks it up, similar to Cell picking it up last time. Hydra gets a kill as he pushes on through. Suddenly just Simp in a BZ left in a 2 versus 4, making a 1v4, making a nothing verse 4. Great round there. What'd you like from Subliners?
Yeah, I mean, the big kill is the one on Adraza, because the bomb's over there. Even if Hydra gets that kill onto Celium on the flank, if FaZe still has bridge control, they may still win the round, right? But as soon as they get that first blood, it activates Hydra, it makes his play so impactful, and then you're in a 2-on-4. You are screwed at that point if you're FaZe.
A chance to get back in control of this series. You took the 1-0 edge early on. FaZe take over, you tie it up, and now if you can take the search, you're back in the driver's seat if you are Subliners. 2-1 advantage. Nades hitting though. Simp backing up. Some damage on through for Subliners, but not able to get that opening pick.
Yeah, the key here though is Abizi gets through the middle of the map. They don't see anybody cross bridge side, so you can see they're looking over towards B. They want to put this bomb down. With middle of the map control, you see the cross. So it all comes down to this. Bomb planted.
Simp.
This is going to be a tough retake.
And Simp may be able to make the play on the other side, but it looks like they got eyes on him because number 8's locking him in. Abizi, who you call with mid-map control, he's able to win the first fight, nearly snap back for the second, waste some time as they have to hunt him down, maybe set up Cell to get a kill, but he can't finish it. Now Simp, maybe his turn to try and get involved. You have a one-on-one on the other side. Is Draza and Skies in position. Simp now getting in, trying to help. Cell able to get one. Cell put some shots in towards another, but there's just not a lot of time.
Yeah, but I mean, you're able to get a gunfight win on the other side. Maybe if that goes the way of Subliners. But again, it's these middle of the map bridge fights that are so important on the executes towards B that allows Simp to find the route, gets him in the opening, allows him to get to this position. But it just doesn't happen if it's not for Abizi's play. The mid-map control allows him to see that cross.
I mean, he does it on Invasion. He does it here. He does it wherever he wants. Like, he will hit mid-map and get to positions with a confidence unlike other players you're going to find. We see how Cell was able to get that first one, how he's able to get another that ends up being a close fight as he gets out the 4-1.
And he's just got such a good sense for these pinches on this map. He really does. We saw it earlier.
He's got a strong nose. BC doesn't have a nose anymore. Simp drops, Draza drops. Subliners waltzing right through them.
This is this series. That is a perfect I mean, just one punch, another punch, a back and forth battle. That one doesn't last long. Guess it depends who you're asking.
Yeah, no, longer than me. But that was quick. Holy hell. Just running at him with confidence. Sick there from Subliners. But back and forth we go. Now over to Atlanta FaZe to see if they can respond.
And I think you're getting a great map here out of Skies, which I like to see, right? Really struggled in the map too, and I'm here in 18.5 second round.
Absolutely, that's like double my time. Okay, FaZe now can they get it to 3-3? You know, you gotta, what? You held BZ in map 2 to what, like 2-3 kills, whatever it was. This time you've been dealing with him outside of a couple
Hydra's already in coop, though. Hydra's already in coop. I was looking at Abizi's play. Hydra's already through. I mean, a great first blood for Abizi, but they don't have bomb. Hydra's here, taking care of his chickens.
Hydra's got chickens. He owns the tower on high rise. The man, he's complicated. He's very complicated. You're going to go back and recoup bomb now into a 2 versus 3. But yeah, it looks so good, and then it looks so bad if you're Atlanta FaZe. Maybe about to go down 2 rounds, but we'll see if aBeZy and Draws can go ahead and clutch up. Sit at 3 and 4 and 2 and 4 respectively. Can they get one clean and put this into a 2 versus 2? Time starting to work, 35 seconds. Might be able to get one, but the help's gonna come in. Good job just getting on your belly, staying up, trusting your teammates. 4-2, Subliners roaring.
And can you, yeah, you can get set up by a death, right? Yeah, I mean, because that round is set up by Sib's death. Somehow, Hydra's able to get in the coop, and they think the B site's open, right? aBeZy, again, through the middle of the map, is watching the cross, finds the first blood. They just have no idea about Hydra. He finds one, and then, yeah, they're able to find the rest of the kills. And even right there, I heard it from here. He's like, I need help, and they just fly to him to find the final 2.
Yeah, no, I don't think Simp was ready for that gunfight at all. I think he got a couple shots in, but yeah, he gets caught with his pants down and gets dropped. Now, a little run from Subliners. Waiting on the answer from Atlanta FaZe. Nearly another first blood. Only 35 health remaining for Kismet as he gets ripped. 1-on-1 on the other side. aBeZy able to get it. Won't technically be at first blood. And he can't take out another as he chows. The team shot is in. Advantage over to Subliners again. Simp maybe able to make a play and pick this apart. He's got an opportunity to do just that.
Yeah, it just comes down to these timings right here. Well, it's in Yo Simp's way. He's going to find an MCW. Bomb is down middle of the map. Sib and Hydra, they're going to go maybe over towards A. Look at where Hydra's going. So far away from his teammate, but he's hoping they run it to him, and he has been correct throughout this series.
He was annoying in the hard point. A chance to being annoying here again. What a play and read. Hydra, the magician. Yeah, good luck. I'm going to go ahead and lie down. Stun out. He nearly gets zapped. Draws has got to go. Tries to get the angle on it. Gets the kill. Now to a 1 versus 1. Draws a Sib. 25 seconds to go.
Just got no info, and he wasted so much time, Hydra. He thinks it's a pinch through Cafe.
The smoke. Maybe enough to make Sib panic, but there's 15 seconds to go. Sib has just held. No time to work with. No peek through. Sib with the timing on the check. Round is over. Draza wins the gunfight, but it's not going to matter. 5-2 round count. And Hydra again, just playing it perfectly.
You know what this reminds me of? Like last year when Optic and FaZe went back and forth so much, and Optic had that series. Like every single event, it was always Shotzzy. Just like they just couldn't get a handle on him. And Hydra is the same way here. Finding openings, one step ahead, just so annoying to deal with, so impactful. And you get another round like that from Hydra.
No, I remember talking to the Crowder about it. He's like, we just try to keep Shotzzy in front of us. Like, keep him in front of us. Make him square up. Don't let him get behind us and make plays. And well, Hydra has been able to do that over and over again. Now they've come back from down, what, 3-5, down 2-5, but Hydra's already in your face with another first blood. He does not care. He's challenging everything. Maybe he wants to slow it down for a second there after he gets the first, but he'll send it, put it into a 3v3, and well, you basically got all the info. You saw just about everybody.
Yeah, I mean, bit of a heat check right there. I don't hate it. You know, maybe you catch him off guard. Do a little 180, 360, just... Honestly, sometimes being a little dumb works out.
Different competition, but yeah, you came back down 2-5 against LAG already today, so you know you can do it if you are Atlanta FaZe. And just round by round, you try to work it, but Simp's going to get caught. Kismet gets to a spot, locks it down. Cell gets a spot, but can't get any shots in, and he's going to drop. They're getting outplayed, outclassed, just throttled and bottled here in this map 5. That's a 3-2 advantage now for Subliners. They're on the board, search and destroy.
I like it, the Skyliners.
Skyliners. I have no idea where that came from. No clue whatsoever.
Skies is on the team.
Ah, the Skyliners. Oh, that's what I was going with, Joe. I have no clue. But yeah, 3-2 advantage. Now you're going to have to win back-to-back maps. If you're going to take this, if you are FaZe in a hole, the finals have plagued them, and it's just, some of them, like, to be fair, people like to look at it, and be like, oh, they were the favorite at this point in time. That's been true sometimes, but it's also just been, sometimes it's just red-hot teams. Like, you think about Ultra Major 1, you think about Subliners on a 10 hard-point win streak, like, someone just gets hot. Sometimes it doesn't matter if maybe you're the better team. They're better right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. Subliners are locked in. Again, we talked about how good their hardpoint has been. At least you don't have another hardpoint if you are FaZe, right? It's a control and then an S&D. Yeah. But we knew that this team was very capable of winning a search. They've been a top 2 team in Search and Destroy all year. They just put a great game plan together. Early on, it was kind of mid-map control for FaZe. They take that away, and then it's just Hydra in B, time and time again, finding those openings. They're up 3-2 now.
Up 3-2, a map away from what would be an insane year where you've got your top 4 all year long. And yeah, there's been a gap between the top 3 and subliners, but you win this event and
maybe
that gap
anymore.
suddenly closes, right? It's just been about the top 4, and that might be how our final event before Champs ends. And there'd be some like beautiful symmetry about it. Like if that's how it played out. You know, you got some crazy storylines with the FaZe boys and the number of championships they've done, and maybe what would be another dominant year if you were able to win this event. And then, well, we know how it usually works out. You win the event before Champs, you usually have a pretty good run at Champs, historically.
Yeah, it's like 7 out of the last 11.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, 2 of those are also seconds, and then like the other 2 are just your, like EG who got top 12 and FaZe who got that Cold War.
Imagine like just the story. You've got an actual physical book, right, Joe? And we're writing the story of subliners this year, and you lose Priesta, or you drop Priesta, you bring in Sib, and they've pretty much been cooked by fans all year long. You haven't been able to replicate the results. You've been struggling. I imagine they came in, won Major 4, and then won Champs. You just literally rewrite that entire book. Like, this year would look so insane. Like, you look at it 5 years down the road, and it's just like, oh, yeah, they won the last Major and Champs. Like,
and the only difference really is that last year you won the first Major. They had a ton of up and downs last year.
They did, yeah.
Before the last 2 events of the year. And then they did look dominant. And we were talking about them. Hydra wins MVP. But the difference was they just won the first event, where the first event this year they got last. So
a little different.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. But we knew they were capable of it. They're finally doing here. Can they close it out on Invasion Control?
It looks so good for FaZe after you go up 2-1. You bounce back after that round 1 of control and then just kind of light fire, and it's looking good. You look at when you get into the real hardpoint, you start out strong, but then it's been nothing but subliners since. We go to an Invasion Control now. We're getting ready to maybe a 6-star Search and Destroy if needed, but talk me through Invasion Control, these 2 teams. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, these 2 teams, these are the 2 maps that these 2 teams played in Winners Round 1, right? FaZe were able to win them both. Invasion Control has been, FaZe's best control map the entire year. But it feels like every stat I talk about, honestly, doesn't really matter at this point.
What's your heart tell you? Are we going 7?
I think we're going 7. That's what my heart tells me. Well, maybe that's my brain telling me that. I don't know.
Heart, brain? Never know which one you're listening to. Well, we get ready to get going here. The control, can't wait for it. Maybe a final map. It's been nothing but smiles and kind of celebratory on the side of subliners. Obviously, after you win back-to-back maps, you're trying to relock, redial it in if you are FaZe. And you got to think, now that you're down a map, all that chatter you always hear, like, hey, can't close out on Sundays. Hey, you choke. Hey, this and that. You start to think about it, I'm sure, a little bit, but all you got to do is get it to a final map, and then who knows? We might have an all-timer if we can get there. Taking a look at the stats and where we sit, as you said, it is an incredible one for FaZe. Well, they need to be incredible right now.
Yeah, I think you really see that round 5 right here, right? 6-0. Every time they have got there, they have won it. And, you know, obviously for New York, this is a very solid map. It has been. It's just, you know, at this stage, I think they're 2-3. They've kind of looked elsewhere for Control wins. Honestly, Control's been their weakest mode. But, yeah, the top 4 team all year.
Kind of okay when you're on a 10 win streak in hardpoint. The problem, as you said, we don't have another hardpoint. So can you close it out here, or do you close it out in a final search? It's offense first, and it's right up the gut if you are NYSL. And this is another one of those maps too, where if you're Hydra, like, you can get into those annoying spots.
No, they need to find him. They need to slow him down. I'm looking at someone like Abizi, like, to win these opening gunfights, because this duo, this is what they want to do. They are just running at you. The good news is you still have someone on A. You get the kill on B, but now it's going to be potentially 3 players immediately on this A zone.
Yeah, you've already got control of everything here towards A. If you are NYSL, starting to ramp it up and try to push it forward. Second tick, maybe moving through. Abizi, though, able to get one, and that's going to be the call to fly on forward. Kismet looking right. Everybody, though, hit it for the left, but Hydra and Kiz from the point able to go nuts. They're going to get all 4, and that's going to end up being the A point because you're spawning out Treehouse if you are Atlanta FaZe. It's all about the B defense now. Subliners coming out with the swiftness.
Yeah, now on the other side, Sib was there. Does get taken down. You would love to control that tank, a big gunfight win there from Draza. We've seen holds over towards B, just difficult to do. Kismet still on 4-0. What was it, a 5-0 start for Hydra? Now it's a 5-0 start here for Kismet. I mean, these two, this is what we saw last year. When they are playing at this level, good luck.
Remember, you did come in, though, in the last control and just kind of did some insane stuff if you're subliners, like picture perfect there in the route 1. Very different in the sense of winning maybe an offense on high rise versus invasion, but we've been seeing more of it as of late. You got to hold here, though, for what, about 2 minutes if you are Atlanta FaZe. We've seen some insane holds onto B. It is certainly possible. But you're just trying to remain hot if you are NYSL. Kismet still maybe looking for number 6, hoping he can get a freebie. It is not going to happen. He gets zapped by a BZ. So far, so good for the defense for FaZe.
Yeah, Hydra though is able to find one, so you have numbers advantage due to closer spawns if you are subliners. But a BZ, he's on mad. 3 in a row. This is what they needed from this guy. Couple of multi-kills, give his team some momentum, but they're flying on through. Kismet playing so fast. Sky's now inside of DVD. Selim going to be the next player. Draz has been hanging out here for a very long time, controlling this position. Simpton next up, just trying to buy time is Kiz, and he wins the gunfight. Now, all the pressure on towards B.
Oh, no aim assist at all there for Simpton. He's shooting through the pillar. You saw Simp dancing earlier. The guys using the environment to their advantage, and they're a tick away. They're stacked on the point, trophy up. That will do it, or won't it? Simp gets through, draws it in. They both get 2 and somehow survive it. Unbelievable. It is so close to being done.
And I mean, again, just that double from Simp. Now you have 30 seconds, an 0-7 star here for Sib. Let's see if he can get on the board, and he does. You do have a 2-life advantage, but the time is ticking. They got to deal with, who is it? Draza again. Him and Celium locking down the middle of the map. Now it's Draza's turn. We see it in search a lot. We see it in control. They're able to find him. Watch number 1, though, in Cell, going on a big pinch. FaZe, they need to buy enough time for him to work that. Hydra
picked it up, though.
Picked it up.
It picked it up, but he clipped him. Hydra's going to drop. He's so weak, he can't really pitch it out. Now some insane fights on the point. Skies goes for 2. Skies goes for 3. Skies wins the round. Woo! Brother. That was an insane retake from FaZe, but then Skies, my God.
One more. Yeah, boys, come on.
Invasion, bro. Damn.
That's fine. It's destiny.
It's just the guys that talked about Invasion after that last map, going into it, just sort of before that map started. And yeah, I mean, Invasion, like,
it
yeah,
hasn't been good there.
It hasn't been great, but you heard Kiz, it's destiny. And I mean, what, he started like 9-1? An unreal respawn series from Kiz.
Unbelievable. And this is what we've been wanting. I mean, it just felt like they're a Kiz unlocking away from the team being nasty, and well, it's kind of been playing out that way. Now you got to answer back on offense, or try to, but you're on 5 straight if you are Skies. Gets number 6, able to win the one that matters. The rest of his team drops, and he's eventually traded out, but you get one onto either point. So a BZ on one side, they'll go to deal with him. That'll bring the pressure off of B as you slowly work that forward and try to get players forward. Exchange of shots there at range. 15 HP left on Kiz, but he stays up.
Yeah, Sim now in a good spot. Now pressure over towards B. Sim's gonna find the first. Back towards A, search to destroy is Draza. He wins a one-on-one. Great wall bangs from a BZ. Trying to get Draza to cross towards A. We saw this earlier. Just always trying to get a body on it as much as they can. Kismet in a really good position.
He's trying to get the body on them too.
Yeah, Celium is right under him. But B about to be done.
B will get finished. Kiz at some point gonna look for kills. He does find it. He does get traded out, but he gets one before Simp is able to deal with it. But yeah, the minute in, you got 2 minutes to go. 2 life advantage, 1 life advantage if you are FaZe. Now you try to ramp stuff up, but you got bridge side control if you are Sky. So a ton of work to do right now for your FaZe, but time to do it in.
Yeah, but last time when we've seen FaZe on this map, what do they do such a good job of? It is activating through cafes so quickly. They normally don't allow you to get through the 50-yard line. Now at 3 dead, Hydra, the last man there, will have some help.
Nice stun.
Great stun by Kismet. Allows Hydra to get 2.
What a stun. A scary moment for subliners, but Hydra with the shots, teammates with the stun, and they are quickly aggressive on the other side of it. Quickly put down, though. Cell is able to get the kill, so you're right back out of spawn. Sky wants to activate the streak.
Oh, he gets so lucky it doesn't get called in. He would have not been able to control it. Instead, he's able to hang on to it. You get a player on the A. It is just, what, 3 dead on one side, 3 dead on the other. Reminds me of High Rise again.
Oh my God.
As Sim's able to find 4.
Sim getting a little bit twisted now. Up to 8, started, what, 0-7, but finally getting it going. Man can go demon mode as he's on 5 in a row. Looking for another streak, maybe put a second into the back pocket, and now one of those 2 minutes is gone. You're starting to run out of time if you're Atlanta FaZe. You don't have a ton of pushes.
Yeah, it just feels like such a long round, though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is what FaZe does on this map.
Number 6, and another streak. They do get 2, though. In opening here, you have a 3-on-2 at least for a moment. You'll get onto the point and just pause the clock for now. They've done such a great job of dealing with this. This time, Sip is able to win a fight, though. You got a little bit of help with the way of Draza. Draza will drop, so it's just going to be Simp by his lonesome, and Kiz with a nasty pistol shots will deal with it. Only person forward is going to be Cell.
Now, do you want to use this cruise maybe to win this round? You have a couple of them, right? At least just deal with the reinforcements if you are subliners. They just gonna use their weapons, trust in one another. But it's Celium. Celium's able to make the play. He stays alive. Now on the cross is Sim. I thought they were going to use a cruise. Instead, now it's FaZe punching up. Sim now snaps onto Kiz.
What have been these controls? Onto the point now. 2 lives remaining. Sim dancing, frying, going off. Last person drops, and out of nowhere, a Hail Mary from deep, and FaZe take the round.
Now, there is a key, though. That is all death, so it's not, you only get, what, 4 ticks in that offensive round win. That's big going down to round 5 and who has defense, but you bounce back if you are FaZe.
Yeah, I think in a lot of scenarios I'd be worried about that, but after you lose like a defense to start, you just need the round win anyway. You can get it done, but that will be important when we start to think about a potential round 5. Simp leading the way with 19, Hydra leading the way on the other side with 17.
Again, it's Simp with 11 offensive kills in that round.
Abizi, first up the bat. Defense didn't go great the last time around. You got in, and you got the dangerous spot so fast if you were subliners. Maybe opportunity to do it again. Right now they've got 2 over towards B, 2 working mid. Simp still winning fights, but Sip with a nice trade. Tons of vision there for Sip for a second, but unfortunately he won't connect, just be feeding information on over to Hydra.
Yeah, Hydra was just kind of lurking, hoping to find a kill or 2. Play behind one of those cars like we see in Search and Destroy a lot of the times, but now over towards B. Cell maybe gonna work the pinch, might just hang out over there for a little bit, see what his teammates do. You only have 1 on the point again for right now, and there's gonna be a pick, and maybe that allows Celium to go.
Yeah, he's starting to work his way up. Probably gonna turn to maybe deal with the spawner or just help out draws.
Yeah, just putting shots in wherever he can.
Try to do exactly that. They'll deal with him though, but yeah, I mean, shifts focus, kind of alleviates pressure off of your players over at B. One's gonna get that A-side spawn. That's gonna be number 7 in Kismet. Do you pick this up and deal with it? Well, at least you have 2 players there, so you might be able to do it, but you win it on the other side as well. And that spawn in for Kismet creates a little bit of chaos now for FaZe to deal with.
Yeah, he just takes the long route. He actually does it at that spawn.
I thought he did. Oh, sorry.
No, he just was pushing all the way through, trying to set that up, but now a little bit more of a standard round. A cruise is used, though. Maybe you were trying to find an opening?
It's bad that I've gotten so used to that A-side spawn that that's my assumption, right? Like, it's horrible, but thank you for correcting me as always, Joe. You rein me back in when I'm being a dumbass, and I love you for that.
Anytime, I got you.
Thank you, sir. That's what friends are for. 2 lives between them. Sib with another one. Kismet, that's going to be 2 down, so now's your chance to go. Work it up is going to be Skies trying to get in behind enemy lines. Abizi trying to take down 2, and that is absolutely gargantuan. Skies, though, a chance to maybe be a little bit nutty here. Timing's going to be horrible, though. Abizi gets 3 out of 4 and plays the ultimate bailout there for him. Still a minute to go, though, and while we just saw what FaZe is capable of, you got more chances to Prince if you are subliners.
Yeah, I mean, just outside of Simp, you haven't really got multi-kills from many other players, right? You're starting to get it here now a little bit from Abizi. A big stop there. Could have had 3 players on that A zone if it wasn't for him. He's able to lock down Cafe. Now over towards Draza. As they are locked in down the middle of the map. You do have Skies inside a treehouse, but he gets taken down.
This is the last-ditch effort, kind of. And you're just starting from so deep. I mean, for FaZe, you at least kind of kept like a mid-map presence or like a 50-yard line presence throughout most of your offensive attack. You're starting from step 1 if you're subliners and trying to go through. Fist not going to hit. Hipfire for Simp connects, but not quite enough. Trading it out, though, will be Draws, and you've got them pinned in. One player dealing with the opposite side will be Cell with shots from range. And at this point, you just don't have enough. You don't have enough time.
No, that's a chow. Yeah, you might just slow down here if you are on YSL. The reason is, right, if we're tied in ticks for round 5, it comes down to KD. So you have a little bit of a slaying advantage right now if you're a FaZe, but you're kind of used to that because you had 2 defensive rounds. So New York just saying, let's just stop. Let this round in. Now we got to clutch up on defense.
And we'll probably get an update. Where are we sitting in rounds? Do the math for me, can you?
Should be 9-4.
Sometimes my brain's like really good at it, and sometimes not so much. It's like, I'll wait for the production team to throw it up, because if I say the wrong thing, then I don't want to be a liar, Joe. No one likes a liar. Well, okay, state of the world right now, maybe that's not true. Simp, gonna be the one to work on over towards B. You got Draws working out towards mid. Yes, it is 9-4, so you're correct, Joe. So we'll see what you're able to find for subliners. If it comes down to lives, comes down to rounds, how we get there. But the fact is, what if you get all 6? You're good, right?
Yeah, just a great kill there by Hydra. To stop selling him, maybe from just pausing the clock. Now over towards his, and draws in Simple, get right back onto B.
Get onto B, stop the clock. You've got Skies out wide. But as you said, they like to work things up through Cafe, find openings. That's exactly what Abizi is doing.
You're going to get on A, and Skies is out of this play. I mean, he's going to stop B for a bit.
But look how far you're spawning out,
he
too.
cannot help his teammate over towards A, so you might get a take on A. Abizi's going to have to win a gunfight over towards B. The stuns are in. The tick is there, so good job by Abizi. And he's winning gunfights. Almost snaps onto the second.
That would have been absolute filth. Nearly done, but can't finish it. Kismet with the movement.
Renetti in a buff?
Yeah, it feels like in this matchup, right? There have been some insane Renetti kills, but a great little stretch there from subliners to pin them back in. Only 45 seconds to go. 7 life advantage. You're making up in the lives department. And you're holding them in. Only 1 tick on either side. Behind those 2 kills, you get 4. Behind those 3 is Cell zaps him. All that pressure gone outside of number 5, who we're watching. We'll see what Skies can do.
They know this. They know this, but they're just going to get 3 on it. They want this extra minute. It does FaZe. Now Sky's going to go.
Nice shots.
You're going to have that life advantage. B, though, will be done. So 1:30. So now it's what, 9 to you need 1 more tick.
1 more tick, and then we'll come down to lives, which I'm not doing the math on that right now. We'll focus on the round, and then obviously if you get all 6, you win the map, and we go to a map 7. You pulled something insane your last offense if you're FaZe. Some time to do it. Granted, not ample time, but some time to do it. Draws a slide. The Renetti's just putting people on skates. I got the movement attached to them, but people are bobbing and weaving. And it looks so difficult to get kills on him.
Here's a little bit of pressure. Skies don't want 3 in a row. He's been so good over towards A bridge. Sib gonna shoot a little bit too early.
Lordy.
Happens to the best of us. Drazo, now he's the next man up trying to catch kids with a nade in his hand. Hydra able to find 1, and who is it but Abizi, who crosses over towards A.
He's getting on it, pausing the clock. Draza and Cell get another. Knows there's 1 more deep. Sib, big gunfight win, but he's going to end up dropping. Last player is Hydra, once again able to win it. You're on the point if you're Abizi. Tick is not there. Contest is through. Jumps out, stuns. It doesn't go in. You're able to just barely stop it.
Still have a presence here, though, if you are Simp.
Oh my God, it just gets in the final moment. And that tick, we know how huge it is. Just talking about the potential for the round 5 defense. You got another opportunity. Well, you did it in the final seconds the last time up. FaZe trying to clutch up and close it out. Abisi, an opener. Shocking. Celium, another. 2 down, another threat. Here we go, around, and that'll be 3 dead. Kismet, though, with the double, and the double may be the dagger as the spawns come through. Last player here is going to be Cell, and he will be gone. You'll barely hold on, but you hold on if you're subliners.
And there's that multi-kill, the difference. Kismet able to hold on. You absolutely would have had the tick. You may have had the round 1. And now we are 1 round away, a defensive round away for subliners, and they take home that Major IV trophy.
They're so close, but like based on how these offenses for FaZe have gone, you're so far still. Like they have been some wild rounds. They have been so close, but yeah, you can taste the victory. It has been a tough year if you are subliners, but a chance to forget all that and get a major title. Just 1 more round, or do we go to that final map 7? It all comes down to another FaZe offense. You've won 1, you've lost 1. But God, you've been a threat more often than not.
We're thinking A pressure maybe here early. Hydra, though, through B-Dom, able to find that opener, and that might slow it down big time. Everybody gonna turn.
Good reads.
Great team shots coming in for New York. Just finesse on the side of Celium. On B is Simp. He at least finds 1, so his teammates will get there. Or will they?
Nice job from Kiz. Another multi-kill for him. 5 straight for Kiz. Simp, the only one finding kills really on the FaZe side. Everybody else is trying to come out of spawn, but Kiz is all up inside him. He gets 6 and gets the streak before he drops. So you have another cruise to work with. Sib is shooting nukes as well. You're already up 3 lives. You're calling in the streak right away, trying to keep the pressure here with 45 seconds remaining. He's sending it in. He's able to get a BZ.
Yeah, they're going to find that kill. And now watch number 8. That opens up the flank route here for Hydra. And there we go. They time it perfectly. Hydra just going to play his life. Kiz with another double. Subliners are in flow state right now.
They absolutely are. Kiz is going massive throughout the course of this series. The life advantage grows. 6 left to go. You're running out of time. You're getting dropped. You're panicking if you're Atlanta FaZe. You're trying to push it off A side. After you got that win, you get a close spine for 1, and you try to get it going. The cutoff's getting picked up, though. You do get 1 onto the point. Sip is able to hit the shot on the sky. Sip is able to get another. Draws is going to fall as well. Sip is down to 73 HP and just able to get out. Now you've got 2 onto A if you are FaZe. You've got 2 onto B. You got to make a decision right now if you're in YSL.
Yeah, they're panicking a little bit here as FaZe. What do they want to do? It looks like they're going to opt for B. They're going to make some progress on the B zone. They want the minute. The problem is you only have, what, how many lives? 12 lives remaining here for FaZe. Number 6 through Sib, gonna go. You're playing your life so well, or are you? The nades are hitting. They have been on point, and then it's Kismet again.
Oh, Kiz again and again with the big multi-kills. Simp is on 37, trying to do everything he can, but it simply might not be enough. Kiz doing everything until he finally falls. Pinch is on through. Skies is in. Damage is in. Doesn't finish the second, but there's 3.3 seconds remaining, and they're going for the dagger right now, lining up for Hydra, and that's the map. Come on! Come on! Shit, that's yours, right? After a year of so much pain, so many struggles, so much pressure on Sib coming into this squad after a world championship, you're finally able to walk away with the win. You got hot at the right time and go on a tear.
And for a while there, FaZe just would not go away. I thought they made enough plays, maybe to get that minute extension, but how many multi-kills did the subliners come through with? Kismet and Hydra, just so darn good.
Yeah, I mean, that round, like, you end up putting 7,600 damage in like 37 if you're Sib at the beginning. He was the only one that got a kill, though. The rest of them couldn't get out. You locked them in. Kids kept going nuts with the multi-kills, and now they enjoy it. Congratulations. Let them know for your champions here at Major IV, your New York subliners. I'm clapping.
Nice place, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.